So PG&E wants to help everybody be efficient, and when you're efficient, you are saving money, you're saving energy, and you're doing the right thing for the environment. So that's what we're about, is helping everybody go green right now, and that also prevents us from building more power plants, which we really don't want to do. It's very expensive to do. So real quickly, how PG&E can help you be green certified. We have one of the best energy efficiency programs in the nation right now, and that's largely in part to what we offer. First off, we offer free energy audits. So we'll come out to your business, much like the water company and everybody else will, and do a comprehensive audit, take a look at the lighting, HVAC, refrigeration, if you're a restaurant equipment, and try to come up with ways to improve that and be more efficient and save. We have stay here for a sec, sorry. We have rebate programs that go hand in hand with that. And in speaking of the rebate programs, I'm thinking of our deemed catalog. I believe Josh, who's no longer here, was talking about CFLs. Those are an item from the catalog, which is considered deemed. You know, you change out one item for one item. We also offer technical assistance, customer education, and 2 items to note. The Pacific Energy Center in San Francisco is great for taking classes on energy efficiency. They are free to the public. And also the Food Service Technology Center in San Ramon, so anybody with a restaurant can go there. They'll also come out, do a comprehensive audit, and look at everything, lighting, restaurant equipment, refrigeration as well. So go ahead. So here are some examples of rebates from our deemed catalog. Lighting is the most important right now, and everyone's taking advantage of that. We're in a brand new 3-year cycle, and the incentives are higher. Gaskets for doors, whether they're solid or glass, that's very important with refrigeration. You don't want cold air getting out, which is just costing you money. We have auto closers for doors, so if someone forgets to close the refrigeration door, it helps the door stay shut. Strip curtains, window tint, wine tank insulation. There's, of course, many more that aren't represented here. We have a lot of information in our catalogs, which I can help you with as well. So some sample lighting recommendations. I believe you mentioned T12s were found here earlier. So everybody knows, hopefully, what T12s are. They're the larger diameter fluorescent tubes that are old school, less efficient. They have magnetic ballasts, which hum. You can hear them when you walk into some places. They flicker. They're really, you know, kind of obnoxious, I guess. CFLs, complex fluorescent lamps, are pretty big right now and don't look as bad as they did 10 years ago when they first came out. They start up quicker. They are brighter. You can get some that aren't all squiggly. They're in the what do you call it, like a CFL globe, so you don't have to see that ugly light because some people don't like them. An example, you can change a 100-watt incandescent light to something like a 13 or a 15-watt CFL, and someone like Josh, who has several hundred, is going to see a huge savings there. Also recommend motion sensors for less occupied areas. I'm guilty at times of leaving lights on, and especially having kids, or anybody with kids knows that. Some facilities, like a warehouse, have 400-watt metal halides, and a lot of them. And if people leave them on all day, you can, with motion sensors, you can really save a lot there. LED exit signs are free with the program, so take advantage of that if you have old school exit signs as well. Okay. Heating and cooling, just a few examples here. I should have changed this and put programmable thermostats up top, because that's pretty important. We recommend 78 degrees for cooling and 68 degrees for heating, and be on top of your HVAC maintenance, which will make your units run more efficiently and last a lot longer as well. We also have a program called Air Care Plus, which is a free tune-up for your HVAC unit. And speaking of free, going into the next slide here, Smart AC is a free programmable thermostat that PG&E will provide and install. And what's really nice about this is you can control it remotely. So let's say you leave the office, you get home, and you're worried that you left the air conditioning on. You can log into your remote account and manipulate it, change it, turn it off, whatever you like. And it's also part of demand response programs, which is real nice. And just to touch on a few other items, I mentioned the rebates before and what is considered deemed out of the catalogs. NRR program, which is Non-Residential Retrofit, is for more complex projects. This would be more of the calculated approach. So we have an engineer come out and take a look at what you currently have versus what you want to have and run some calculations, and that's how we come up with the incentive. The catch here is you need to complete an application and have PG&E get involved before you change it out, or you really can't get a rebate that way. And that's it for that. And the second half of this would be non-residential new construction, and just as it sounds, this is for new construction, added load expansions. We want to get involved with the design assistance and make you more efficient, and the incentive depends on how high your efficiency is above Title 24 standards. And the catch here is, of course, apply pre-design stages, hopefully, so we can get involved with the design on that. Climate smart, so this is the last thing I'm going to touch on. And the nice thing about Climate Smart is this is also part of the Green Business application process. You get points for this. It is a carbon offsetting program, much like people buy credits to become climate neutral. And if you go ahead, I'll touch on that there. It is voluntary. Once you join it, you can quit at any time. All of the funds collected stay in California, so it's not like you're buying credits for a different state or a different country. And those funds are used for programs such as methane gas capture, reforestation, things like that. The cost is pretty minimal, about $5 for your typical home, and it is also tax deductible. And it does go towards your Green Business certification. So that's all I had. Again, wanted to keep it kind of short and simple. I have some resources here, the business customer service number, and if you have an outage, that's the best way to handle it, is report it so we know about it. And I'm sure everybody knows about smart meters, so pretty soon that'll kind of help as well as my contact information. So if anybody has any questions.
I was wondering if PG&E has a device for inside the home, because now I can go walk outside my business or house and look at the smart meter, but I don't want to do that all the time.
A device to
inside the house that I can look at, because I have a business at home.
Are you talking something you can plug in and see what your load is?
Well, the same information that's shown on my smart meter, I want to see it.
Well, all I know of now is I think it might be called a kilowatt, or there's a device you can plug into your outlet and then plug that in.
But I'm thinking, I've seen that one many times.
Coming soon.
Okay. Are you talking more of a display for inside your home?
Usage, home or business?
You can, with your smart meter, you can create an account and log online and see where your usage is for the previous day. Okay. And I'm sure what's right around the corner with the smart grid.
The ones that are available, because I checked my PG&E usage like that. But if you have users within the office place, I want them to be able to see what the usage is all the time, like some sort of a display that says what the usage is.
That's possible for the whole account, but not individual stations. So I don't know of anything for anything like that.
Yeah, see, they would have to log into the account to see it.
Correct.
But you have the smart meter outside, right?
Right.
Is there any way to just get that same information inside? No.
No. It's basically online.
Save a lot of energy.
I'm willing to bet, though, what's right around the corner is having displays on your wall, much like a thermostat, programmable thermostat, within a few years. It might be available now, I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, because, you know, energy and water are the only things we buy without knowing how much we're using.
Exactly.
Right? You use, then you pay. But if I know how much I'm using, I'm more likely to save.
Exactly. I just moved a few months ago. My first water bill was $120. Again, I have kids, so yeah, I'm just really...
But when they see, the same thing is for employees, when they see what their usage is,
yeah, you're going to use less and be more responsible. I agree. Yeah.
Just in response, I know that there are more sophisticated tools that do just that. They're called, it's like something carbon accounting. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for the specific word, but it's essentially, it builds in your electricity consumption at a given point in time, and then it will also manage and monitor your associated greenhouse gas emissions. It can break it down by department, it can break it down by facility. It's just a lot more sophisticated than I think what PG&E is able to feed into. It's something that's done in partnership with PG&E, and there are tools that are available. They're just pretty costly at this point in time. And what I've seen to address that in certain organizations is that they'll have a single monitor that's available in a main kind of common space. So they'll have access to, say, the smart meter data that you're getting from PG&E. They'll just have that available in a common area. So your entryway or your receptionist area so that people can see it when they come in the building. People can walk by that information at a given point in time rather than doing it on independent station per station.
I run a home-based business, so I'm curious to see, what is available out there for a small home-based business, because I don't have a lot of budget.
Yeah, we can, I'll offer to spend a little time looking into that. It's not, unfortunately, I think the answer is going to be it's a little bit more expensive at this point in time because those tools are just becoming available. I mean, we're only just now able to get kind of on-demand data from PG&E. Well, they are. It's just you're asking for a networked option to take it to multiple workstations, which is...
No, just the total usage.
Well, that's what's available through their online tools currently.
Because, when I'm doing my business hours, the business is using the power.
Yeah. I think it'd be great for you to connect with Butch, and he can talk to you a little bit more about that climate smart, the smart meter program and how that tool is available currently, and then we can look at a little bit more at what other resources are available to make sure you have access to that data.
Oh, yeah.